Excelsior, True Believers. Welcome back. Hey, yes, today's Thursday. Went to see him Tuesday night. I'm gonna be posting some of the videos. Well, maybe I'll post all the videos. But I think it's time to get a new camera because I kept turning it off, and it was indicating that I was recording. And when I go to look for the videos, especially No More Mr. Nice Guy, I know I recorded it. Not even there. Sometimes it would start, hit the little button here for record, and I didn't even because I'm trying to watch the concert without looking at the viewer because I wanted to see him and not the viewer. So I mean I can look at the corner of my eye all the time, making sure it's on him. But I did get a lot of good footage though, really a lot of good footage. I already posted a couple of his on Facebook, so and also wait a minute, today's Thursday. Wow, 2 days ago. And yesterday was my partner in crime's birthday. She was 11. She turned 11. Feels so funny doing these videos without her face creeping in. So excuse me. I'm gonna try and see if I get a couple of pictures up here uh, with with a bag she got from a couple of her friends in school, and a picture of her with a cake, which it's a Baskin Robbins cake, and I'm just going to buy. I don't know if there's a Baskin Robbins around here anywhere, but if there is, I'm going to look for this friggin' cake. Oh, so as you can see, hopefully these pictures will show up. The first picture is her, after school, and mom and dad picking her up, and you see how big she's getting. 11 years old. Boy, it really is. And this one here is with her cake. I'm going to be trying to go visit him in Phoenix soon, and she promised that she would take you one of those Oreo cookie, one of those big thick ones, wrap it up, put it in the freezer. And she said, "But it might get freezer burn." And I said, "I don't care. I want that. I want that cookie." Okay. Dell Comics. Who likes Dell Comics? I love Dell Comics. Especially, I have two piles of Dell's. Um, these are just going to be mostly cartoon characters, and I have a Three Stooges story I want to tell you. So let's get started with the Yo Tarry Toads, 50 center from 1961. It's featuring Deputy Dog with Muskie Muskrat. And I remember the characters' names. You see other people were Vincent Van Gogh, excuse me, Pig Newton, Ty Coon. And Dayton Allen was the voice of Deputy Dog. He did many voices, including both Heckle and Jekyll. So well. And Phineas T. Buster on Howdy Doody and Flubadub. So it's Terry Toons #4 from 1961. I remember this cartoon very, very well. I think it was during Captain Kangaroo, I think. And then it went on to be shown on Saturday mornings. And I even remember the #1, the main sponsor, the ones that had their commercials. It was Mountain Dew. Remember that? And one that I kind of remember, but because I know there was another Space Mouse earlier in the 50s, and I kind of remember this one. This is Walter Lance's Space Mouse, number 1244 from 1964. No, 1962. I'm sorry, 1962. Space Moose. And the movies, I don't know if anybody, also my age, you're going to remember Francis the Talking Mule. And it was a comic before it became movies. It was well known during the 1940s. And this is number 953 from 1958. There were oh shit, there were 7 movies, and they all starred Donald O'Connor. 7 movies. The seventh one, Donald O'Connor for some reason didn't want to do it, and it featured Mickey Rooney. So Mickey Rooney made The Last Francis the Talking Mule. And this is where the idea for Mr. Ed came from. Wilbur. Now for some Karl Barks goodness. I appreciate it. This is number 50 of Walt Disney's Donald Duck. All these I got from Koch Comics, and I had a whole bunch. I forget how many I got, but they were having a sale, and I got 8 books for $8. $8. And they're really in good, decent shape. This may be one of them. I forgot. I meant to take a separate pile so I can show you the separate pile. But Donald Duck, and I know Mr. Dan Cromwell, Donald Duck, right there. More Walt Disney Comics, 10 center, this is volume 19, number 4, from 1959. Why is Indiana Jones in my head? Battle has nothing to do with Indiana Jones. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And their lost nephew, Fooey. Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Fooey. And the one that they never talk about, Pooey. Okay, this is definitely one of the Dell comics. This is number 61 from 1958. Oh, I think the rest of these are all. I'm not even going to try and tell you. It's a 10 center, 1958, Bugs Bunny, number 61. Hey, Doc. Don't go up there, Doc. It's dark. Monsters are the most unusual people. Bugs. And another Bugs. Yeah. You got to put your pepper in your pepper, right over the plate. Number 71, 1961. Rabbit season. Duck season. And another Bugs. I used to do Bugs Bunny's voice really good. A 10 center. Number 60, 1958. These are all Koch comics. And I've been getting these over the last, I don't know how many months. Oh, come on. There we go. More Bugs. Still 10 cents. 1959, number 69. I remember one of my favorite road signs for one of the truck stops was eat here, get gas. And now moving on to Mickey Mouse as a 15 center from 1961, number 78. Yo, Mickey. Yeah, and these are all from Koch Comics. If you want to know, there's a website called Hip Comics. And then they get all different people. Hold on a second. Where the hell was I? Oh, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, that was Katie. I don't know how she does it. She calls me when I'm making videos. She calls me if I'm in the bathroom doing business, or she calls me when I'm washing dishes. She never calls me when I'm actually sitting down and relaxing. Except for this morning, Sophia called before she went to school. Yes, we talk. We do FaceTime every day. Now, here's a Daffy Duck, 15 center, number 26 in 1961. I'm hunting rabbits. Bleep, 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 Porky Pig, 10 center, 1960, number 73. Ew. I wouldn't use my nose to drink anything. Blech. Back to Walt Disney. Donald Duck, Walt Disney Comics, Volume 21, Number 9, 1961. Excuse me. Okay, now is it time? Is it time? We got on? Okay, these are all. Well, I'm going to get rid of this because it's a Whitman book. They just threw it in. They just gave this to me. I'm not a fan of Whitman. I wanted to see. I want to see. They're going to say Dell, DC, Marvel. Yeah, I don't like the logo. I don't know what it is, but here it is. This is 1972. It's a reprint from 1965. I don't know the number. Okay, Three Stooges story. Grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey, and we had lots and lots of really great TV shows in the afternoon for kids after school. And one of the shows, well, two shows I went back to back was the Chuck McCann show. Now I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Chuck McCann, but he was well known in New York City area kids TV host. And plus, he did a lot of voices, and he did Laurel and Hardy, and and a lot of other characters. But the show afterwards was Officer Joe Bolton. And he was the first one that I know of, because he probably was, because nobody else was showing him, was showing the Three Stooges shorts. And me and my brothers went nuts over the Three Stooges. And then we hear from Officer Joe Bolton that the Three Stooges are coming to Jersey City. They're going to be appearing at the Stanley Theater in Journal Square. And I got to see Mo Howard, Barry Fine, Curly Joe DeRita, Officer Joe Bolton, Bozo the Clown, along with the other characters that were Princess Ticklefeather, Princess, whatever, I forget what her name is. Oh crap! But it also had Chuck McCann, and this theater, and it was February 14th. I even found an old. I don't know if I'll be able to post it on this video. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. And this is well, I can't show it to you, so I'm going to read it. The Three Stooges meet a third generation of fans, and this was on stage in person, Saturday, February 14th at 1 p.m. from Hollywood. The Three Stooges with WPIX TV's Joe Bolton. Tickets on sale now. I forget how much the tickets were. They couldn't have been a lot of money because my brother Bobby and my brother Michael were too young to go. But my mother and father let me go by myself because back in that days, you didn't have to worry about shit. And the kids crowded around the comics. Remember when you fell into the airplane propeller? Remember when the flower pot hit you on the head? It was. I wish I could remember everything from it, but I can't. And I remember one joke that I didn't get it because I was only 8 years old. It was February 14th, 1959. And there's three of them on the stage, and Larry said something to the effect that he came up with a new invention on how to save on train scheduling. And he had a locomotive, and I was like maybe 20 rows back, and I'm talking about a friggin' theater full of kids. There were adults there too, but this theater was friggin' going nuts for the Three Stooges, and I was one of them. So he had these two tracks. Why I remember this, I don't know. They talk about how one train goes along the tracks here. Well, I've come up with an idea where at the trains, one track will elevate above the other one, and to get the train to pass the one, it would fly over, and Mo just smacked him in the face and said something, whatever. But I remember the tracks, I remember the train, I remember it flying in the air. Where the joke went after that, I don't remember. But I remember Bozo the Clown, I remember Chuck McCann, I remember Officer Joe Bolton, and the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges. I got to see them in person. Stanley Theater, Jersey City, February 14th, 1958. So here we go. I got other Three Stooges, but these are all from Koch Comics. This is a Dell, number 6, 1961, Three Stooges. And even all these years later, I still watch them, and I still laugh. I still laugh. This is number 8, 1962. I have I forget who made it, the 3D comic, 1954, 55, or whenever it was. It's in one of these boxes over here. I don't remember which one. And I hope that fan isn't too loud. The Three Stooges. The Three Stooges. Come on. And this is the comic album, number 18 from 1962. I just had a sandwich like that just a couple of weeks ago. Took me 2 days to eat it. You know, it reminds me of the gum where I think the zebra. There's a cartoon of zebra, and you have all these different flavored gums, and they were all striped gums. Reminds me of that. And even when they made their movies, well, I'll show this one first. It's a 10 center, number 1078, 1960. And I remember they appeared in a movie with David Niven, Around the World in 80 Days. They were in that. I mean, Three Stooges. And every time one of their movies came out, I went. The Western one, I remember it had Adam West in it. I think he was, he was the sheriff or something like that. And Three Stooges, Around the World in a Daze. Three Stooges, had a rocket. Oh, can't remember. But that weird looking friggin' alien that had a friggin' square head, and like, I don't know what the hell it was. And there was another one, ice skating with Sonia Hyney. Sonia Henney. And this one. Oh, and the one with Hercules. Three Stooges. Oh, I just said it. Three Stooges go around the world in a daze. They did a lot of their. And this is from 1964, number 15. Three Stooges go around the world in a daze. Yes. And I saw the Three Stooges live on stage. So there you have it. Excuse me while I have some bad coffee. And the Three Stooges. Did I say that already? Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Even that not many of you have been stopping by recently. I'm not disappointed, but I guess I'm not as interesting as I used to be. But that's okay. I enjoy doing it. Am I whiny? I'm sorry. Until next time, always remember, collect what you like and love what you collect. Later.